How's it going, folks? My name is Ryan. I run this YouTube channel. My name is Ryan Elias Baker. I just introduced myself twice. That's classic. I wanted to do a new little segment here called Telling Stories to You Guys While My Roommate is Sleeping. I'll find a shorter title. The nature of it is that I gotta be quiet because my roommate is literally sleeping. He's literally 20 feet away. I'm going to be reading old stories that I wrote when I was like 12, 13. Stories that are, to my memory, quite atrocious. So there's a great chance that I'll laugh. But that's part of the fun. I'll just stifle my laughter and try to be as reserved as possible while reading things that definitely could make me gut laugh. So without further ado, I guess let's dive into it. So this is a story that I wrote called Twisted Stories number 2. There was a Twisted Stories number 1, but I didn't think it was as good. Let me know if you guys want me to read that. It's not bad. And there's a cool little backstory behind it. But this is called Twisted Stories number 2, and it's about a killer clown at an amusement park. And just so you guys know, while I'm reading, the main character is a woman. Here goes. Clowns. The word alone terrifies me. Great start. When normal people say clowns, they think happy, goofy, red-nosed comedians. When I think it, I see something no human should ever have had to see. Good grammar for, how old was I? I was 11. Nuts. Not bad. I guess I knew grammar and stuff. What a nerd. Play football or something, you little loser. Help us. They were begging for mercy, covered in blood, knives raised up and down on their victims. Thankfully, it was just a tour. So she's doing the little carnival tour. Animatronic clowns killing animatronic humans. Really friggin' scary, if you ask me. I don't know. The idea of clowns is, well, just terrifying. And animatronics already give me the chills. Guaranteed Five Nights at Freddy's had come out by this point, and guaranteed that is a Five Nights at Freddy's reference. I still love Five Nights at Freddy's. The lore is nuts now. I like the first 3 because they're very easy to understand, even 4, but that's definitely a nod to that. All was fun and spooky until I noticed another clown/human stab fest. Great vernacular here. This one seemed different. It was a woman, 20s, maybe 30s. I never knew animatronics could look so real. It seemed normal until I looked up. There I saw him, the clown that was stabbing this woman. Well, this is a haunted house, right? Just then the animatronic woman talked, not screaming like they were usually programmed to. This one whispered, "Help me, please." I chuckled a bit, but I couldn't help feeling sad. But unlike the rest of the tour, I stayed behind to check on this feature. I wanted to make sure. This is really dark. This next part here. Little 12-year-old me had issues. I reached out for her and she touched my fingertips. A tear slid down my face. This is fucking real. I screamed for help, but the tour was already long gone. Okay, I need to paint the scene better. I was showing my cousin one of my other short stories that I do plan to cover, and he didn't realize until like chapter 3 that they were in a forest. And it takes place in a forest. And I remember him yelling at me, jokingly, like, "Paint the scene!" So, definitely I should paint the scene, because I did not know how many people were in this tour. I don't even know. Apparently the tour walked away. Apparently she's alone now, so yeah, way to establish that. Her last words were, "He's here, and he won't stop. Run, please." She took her final breath and passed away. I was sobbing now. I started to walk down a hall I could have sworn my tour went. Tears flooded my eyes. Where's the clown? She just said that she saw a clown stabbing a woman. Where's the clown? Did he vanish? He's a ghost clown. I walked into a hall. I reached a door. On it were the words, "Wacky the Clown." It's a good name. Not used yet, I guess. Knowing that this was probably a dressing room, I knocked frantically in hopes that someone would open. So you witness a clown murdering an innocent woman, and you find a door that says "clown" on it, and you go inside? Okay. Her survival instincts are different than mine, and most people's, but I will not judge. Maybe this protagonist is redeemable by the end of the story, in terms of intelligence. Lord knows I don't know. No one opened, so I slammed the door open. Okay. I looked inside the room. I was frozen in fear. I was literally fucking frozen. I gotta swear less in these narrative bits. Not exactly Hemingway. The same clown was eating that woman's fucking leg. So he chopped off her leg too, and he's gnawing on it? He's a cannibal clown. I forgot this part. I didn't know that he eats people, but this clown's bad news. We need to stop this guy. He noticed me, so I ran. I didn't look back until I got far away. Then I threw up. It's gross. Makes sense. I grabbed a lead pipe as a weapon. Then I heard footsteps. As soon as the time seemed right, I would turn the corner and bash that clown right on the fucking head. It was time. I turned and struck. Sure enough, it was the clown. It was still alive. I like that she calls it it. It's not even human, it's like it. Shoot. Why is that familiar? It reached for me and gasped for air. I beat it mercilessly, soaked in its blood. I sobbed once again, not because I just killed someone, but because it wasn't the clown. It was another performer. I'm assuming a performer dressed as a clown. That'd be so funny if she just beat up like some trapeze performer. Looks nothing like the clown. She just went ham. I prayed for forgiveness. Just then I felt a hand grab my hair. Then I heard a kitchen knife unsheathe. Of course it's a kitchen knife. What other murder weapon would it be? It was pressed against my throat. I begged for mercy, but it just laughed. I managed to bite the clown's hand, but it still laughed despite the blood gushing out of its hand. That's actually kind of a creepy visual. Points for 12-year-old Ryan, or 11-year-old Ryan. I ran so fucking fast, it's indescribable. I could have just said I ran so fast, or I ran indescribably fast. I love the word fuck. 11-year-old me probably just learned how to and just decided to just flaunt it. All power to him, I guess. The sorrow, anger, and terror filled me up, and I could take it anymore. That's what it says. So she can take a little more, I guess. I hated it. As the rage calmed down, that clouded part of my mind cleared and revealed that I had my cell phone. I pulled it out and immediately called 911. I guess now she thought to do that, not when she witnessed the woman being stabbed. 911, what's your emergency? Yes, hello? There's blood everywhere and he's killed someone. Where are you, miss? Just then I saw him standing at the end of a corridor, holding a chainsaw. This clown has a lot of weapons on him. Holy shit! Ma'am, where are you? Trace the call. What? That will take a long time, miss. Just trace the fucking call. I hung up and ran again. You're not just gonna say that you're at the circus? How many circuses are there in town? You can't just say I'm at the circus? Come on, bro. You know what? This was part of my... So I had an 11-year-old fantasy. Because I would watch movies, obviously. I loved movies. And there would be scenes where, somebody will be on the phone with the cops. And the cops will, be like, what's your address? And the person will, either get distracted or maybe say the address, but like haphazardly. And I always told myself, like, if I were in a life or death situation and I called the cops, I would tell them to trace the call. Because that way I save time and then I can run while they're tracing I guess I put that onto this character right here. Or 11-year-old Ryan, you could use the 2 seconds that you would have saved and just said where you are. It's very simple. It reminds me of that episode from The Office where Kevin refuses to say words to like save vacation time. Like he'll be like, me no like food instead of I don't like food, because he's tallying the microseconds and he's eventually going to use those microseconds to like vacation. That's the logic I had as a child. I hung up on the police and ran again. Fortunately, I saw the group, so this is the tour. She's back up with them. Help me! Where the hell have you been? I could tell he was referring to my bloodstained clothes. Again, paint the scene. I'm assuming that's the tour guide. I was almost killed. We need to get out of here now. What? Are you crazy? Security! So a screaming woman comes up to you and says, there's been a murder, help me. And you call her crazy and call security? Like she's the threat? That's nuts. What a stand-up guy. He kept banging on his walkie-talkie. Hello, security, Just then, he was sliced vertically by the clown with the chainsaw. I like how I'm the master of subtlety. Ah, fuck, ah! He was screaming for his life in agony. There was nothing I could do. I called the others to follow me. There were about 3 others, including a child. Now the stakes are raised. There's a kid. We ran fast. Just then, police, are you in here? We caught up with the officers. Officers, he's here. Who the This is a good line. Officers, he's here. Who the fuck is here? These cops suck. Who are they trained by? Zero chill. They mean business, damn it. Who the fuck is here? A clown. Is he armed? With a knife and a chainsaw. I know this sounds fucking insane, but you need to help us get out of here. Follow us, he said. Slice. One of the men in the tour was now missing a head. Run! We reached the exit when the clown appeared in front of it, so he could teleport, so he is a ghost clown. Freeze, fucker! I'm assuming that's the cop, even though it doesn't say. The clown kept walking. They shot him. The clown fell to the ground. Grammar. Yes, I sobbed in joy. That fucker was dead. Probably not. Oh God, cries a woman from the tour. The clown had stood up. They shot him with pistols, shotguns, everything they had. So these cops are just loaded. One of the officers fell to the ground. Cody! Shouted the second officer. He had been sliced through the middle. Die, you son of a The second officer, dead, beheaded. Damn. Run! The mother started to pray. Holy Mary, Mother of Grace, the Lord is with thee. The last man in the group was then dragged off into the darkness. Dad, cried the child. Bill, cried the mother. The mother held the child as we ran until a hand grabbed her. I could barely grab her hand. Don't let go. Take care of my son. Mom! The boy screamed. No! And with that, the mom let go. At least the main character tried to help, you know. I grabbed the child by the hand and ran. Then he was grabbed. Why were we dying so fast? I grabbed the child. I managed to pull him up before he was dragged into the darkness. I heard a chuckle. I turned around. Sure enough, it was the clown. Who else would it be? You're fucking sick, I shouted. Then I grabbed the child and ran. There's an exit, the child said, half sobbing, half exclaiming. There's an exit! That's the only way I can imagine that. We almost made it until Slice. I love how I spell out the sound effects. That's so great. By the way, Slice is in all caps with an exclamation point, so you know that I really wanted a big slice there. I looked down. I had been stabbed with a butcher knife. With a butcher knife? That's a strong clown. You're dead if that happens. That's like all your intestines chopped in half in one fell swoop. Run! Run! I screamed to the child. He made it out safely, but I was still trapped with this monster. I knew it was up to me to defeat this sick fuck, once and for all. I pulled the knife out. Damn. You pulled a whole butcher knife out of your torso. Ah, fuck, I screamed. Then I waited for something to happen, for the clown to appear. Nothing. Pure silence. And that's the end. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? ... After what seemed about half an hour, I saw it. It is face, smiling wide from the shadows. What do you want? I screamed. After a long pause, I heard the words, blood. I tried to run, but I was frozen in place, I guess out of fear. Unless the clown has magical freezing powers. I wouldn't be surprised at this point in the story, truly. The clown got closer, 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 closer. There are actually 5 closers there. I'm not just saying that. Oh, well, it's not focusing, but you get the drift. Just then, the boy burst back in with the entire police squad. Damn, he rallied the whole town there. The entire police squad. What's that, like 250 dudes? This clown must be notorious. Shoot, the boy screamed. Guns blasted at the clown. Blood sprayed everywhere on the ceilings, or on the walls, on me, even on the ceiling, apparently. The main character wasn't immediately destroyed in the crossfire. Guess she dodged all the bullets. First, the clown's legs were blown off. Then his arms. Then his head. I took his knife. I raised it in the air and stabbed it right in the head. Then I stabbed it repeatedly in the stomach. I stabbed it so much, I thought I was insane. I felt the hands of the police pull me back. It was over. It was finally over. ... Epilogue. I was taken in for questioning. After I answer all of their questions, I took the boy in and raised him. I guess she was financially well off enough to do that. How noble. His parents were gone. His guidance was gone. It was up to me. The boy and I went to therapy for about a year, then got a job as a pizza deliverer. It's not the best job, but it pays enough to provide for me and the boy. Yeah, like hell it does, in this economy. Turns out the boy's name is Eric. He's 25 and has a family. Turns out so present day? So you just found out what the boy's name was, and it's been years? Because he's 9 in the main story, now he's 25, so you raise this kid off of your pizza delivery wages. He turns 25, and then you're like, hey, what's your name, by the way? Cool. I guess he's a man of few words. He's now 25 and has a family. Me, on the other hand, 25 and has a family. Damn, okay. Me, on the other hand, am now 39. So let's do the math here. Eric is 25 here. Subtract 15 years. Maybe he's 10 during the story. This chick is 39 minus 15. That'd be 24. So 24, she takes this child in. I mean, like son, like adopted mother. I mean, she started a family, I guess, when she was 24. He did when he was 25. They're just early bloomers, I guess. The clown is gone. It's disappeared. We're safe. We're all safe. That's it. No cliffhanger. Props to Ryan for not doing a cheesy cliffhanger there. Good stuff. Younger me knew what was up. So yeah, that was the story. Really wild, really funny. I love that this clown is clearly some kind of extraterrestrial entity. I like how he carries a knife and a chainsaw. I don't know how he fits that on his body. I'm assuming they're up his ass or something. Or maybe he just has knives and chainsaws up and down the halls, just ready at his convenience. It's my headcanon that the main character accidentally murders a trapeze performer. It's clearly not the clown, but just in her blind rage, she just goes for it. Looks nothing like the clown. A lot of violence, yeah. Something I was really obsessed with when I was 11 was just crazy violence. I was raised on slasher movies, so I guess I just thought that was cool. Again, subtlety is something that I've learned through trials and tribulations of writing. And gratefully, I think I've improved. I'd like to think I've improved. If I haven't improved, well, that might be a problem here. Good stuff. Fantastic story. B+ out of 10. That makes no sense.